How big a difference does the legal status of the abortion really make? This is Christina with the Sisyphean Journal, and today is December 26th. Welcome to the Sisyphean Journal, where we look at women's abortion deaths and try to have good discussions in the comments below about how to prevent these deaths. And today we're going to look at 3 deaths, and all 3 women died in hospitals. All 3 women had abortions performed by doctors, and all 3 women ultimately are equally dead. So what I want discussed is what difference the legal status of the abortion really had. So we'll start with the most recent one. This was January 22nd of 1901 when 19-year-old Melissa went to Access Health Center in Downers Grove, Illinois. She was given twilight anesthesia, which was a drug cocktail including Versed, fentanyl, and Brevitol. Her abortion was started at 11:45 a.m. It was finished at around noon. So, not sure how far her pregnancy was advanced, but it was probably fairly far along for them to take 15 minutes. After the abortion, she was moved to the recovery area where she went to cardiorespiratory arrest about half an hour later. An ambulance was summoned and she was resuscitated by the paramedics, but due to her brain injury that she suffered, she eventually died on January 26th. And her survivors filed suit against Access and doctors Victor Espinoza and Alphonse de Granado and nurse Pat Hurt, holding that they had failed to properly monitor Melissa in recovery, failed to identify her distress, and failing to act quickly enough to save her life. Then we're going to move backward in time to a young woman named Ingar, who was 26 years old. 28. It was January 26th of 1990 when she died in a Louisiana hospital. She had been treated there for acute kidney failure after a safe and legal abortion performed at Delta Women's Clinic in Baton Rouge on January 20th. Her family sued the clinic and the doctors, Richardson Glidden and Thomas Booker. They faulted the doctors with failing to diagnose the kidney problems either before, during, or after the abortion. Delta also had been sued 6 years earlier for the death of another abortion patient. Now we're going to move even further backward in time to January 26th of 1920, when a 24-year-old woman named Lydia died at Chicago's postgraduate hospital. In that case, authorities determined that the abortion had been performed by Dr. Rosa Golnick. Lydia had developed septic inflammation of both lungs. Now, Golnick was arrested on January 27th and the case went to trial, but she was acquitted on June 18th. So this is a case where I'd really like for you to like, share, subscribe, get me monetized so that I can go to Chicago and really look into this and find out, was Dr. Golnick innocent and just being blamed for something she didn't do? Was it just a matter of procedural errors? Was it a case where Lydia would have died either way because this was before antibiotics, this was before blood transfusion, this was before ultrasounds, this was before CAT scans, this was before so many diagnoses and treatments were available. So let's get a conversation going in the comments section. What do you think about these deaths? What impact do you think the legal status of abortion had on these women's choices and the path that ultimately led to their deaths?